This lovely long weekend has the most confusing of titles: Labor Day. Why would one want to be reminded of laboring on a holiday? And why are you celebrating what you clearly are happy to avoid, since you have taken the day off? Surely naming it Day Off from Laboring would be more honest. Of course, the other way to look at Labor Day has a particularly maternal perspective, for one certainly does labor in the delivery of the next generation, but we'll leave that thought for another day. The Bible tends to use the word toil rather than labor. I rather like it. Sounds like something you are really working at, sweating over. And strange though it sounds, it's when we are really into our job that we tend to work the hardest. When the output gives us pride in our labor, or the creativity keeps us from sleeping as we dream of the next steps. When you look forward to serving the customers who always seek out your table or till. The joy in an exhausted body that reflects the job finished and on time. These are the rewards of finding a job that you can put your talents and enthusiasm into. A job that gives you satisfaction and a sense of worth. Too often we settle for a job that doesn't make demands on our abilities and talents. And a job that doesn't engage you tends to drain you. Most of us do not have a choice about working. The rent or mortgage must be paid. Groceries, clothes, ties, transportation, furniture, endless taxes, and so much more. Work rewards us with self-respect, fulfilling what is expected of us, and makes us independent and able to help others. But essential to that is our need to find the job that engages us and lets us look forward to the workday. Now, this isn't merely my opinion. In Ecclesiastes is written, I have concluded that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to enjoy themselves as long as they live, and also that everyone should eat and drink and find enjoyment in all his toil, for these things are a gift from God. Sounds like the heaven on earth that God wanted for us and that we work toward. I'm sure we have all had a crummy boss or two, one that chased you around the desk or handed you a new assignment at 4 p.m. that just had to be finished before you left for the day. But in my experience, those are the miserable few. Most bosses wanted to work together to everyone's advantage, and most accommodated days off for sick children and getting to the concert by leaving work early and not being expected to get in till 11 the next morning. Bosses are looking for those who give a good day's work for a good day's pay and see it as even better if they want to get ahead and take courses and try something new. Many companies have programs to retain staff, not fire them. And then there are the unions who protect and help their members get ahead if they want to. But sometimes the fit is just not right, and you wake up dreading having to go to work. That isn't good for either employee or employer. That is the sign that it's time to start looking for an alternative. You need to upgrade your skills or explore a new direction or talk to the boss about alternatives. Nothing says that you have to stay in the job or field or company that you chose at 18. At 16, I went to work as a clerk in a bank, then switched to night switchboard operator at a hospital so that I could go to secretarial school during the day. Over the years, I took dozens of courses in such wide-ranging fields as practical nurse, interior decorator, smart serve, professional photography, and 4 university degrees. Over the years, I also worked as secretary, model, photographer, lobbyist, lawyer, travel agent, hospital chaplain, and rector. Talk about ever-shifting interests. The day comes when you realize that what once seemed fascinating and challenging no longer is, or you're excited by another field, or you recognize you have a talent that will never be exploited if you stay where you are. At that point, you figure out the best path to follow your dream, and then you take the all-important first step that commits you. Life should be filled with the positive, with your dreams being realized. And since work is necessary for a full life and takes up so much of each week, it's important that your job works for you if you are to attain the goal promised in Ecclesiastes, to find enjoyment in all his toil. Toil is life enriching and fulfilling when we find the right spot. The answer to a job that doesn't grab you is to start planning to find another. In the meantime, get into volunteerism or a hobby that engrosses you until you have the training or the opportunity to love your day job. It's all up to you. The only thing that is unacceptable is to quit. For in the Ten Commandments, the Bible also reminds us that 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. The question is not whether you work. If you can, you do. The question for you to answer is whether you will put in the time and effort necessary to find the right fit for now. The goal? To rise each morning looking forward to the day ahead. And so I pray, gracious God, I thank you for the blessing of jobs that have challenged, excited, and only rarely bored me. Thank you for the interesting people I've met, the places I have seen, and the opportunities I have had to grow into a more interested and interesting person. Your bounty is without end. I thank you. So may it ever be. Amen.